Hi, Gearslutz. I'm Scott Dorsey from Kludge Audio, and we've found a quiet place at the AES show this year to talk about a couple of the products that I'm making. The first thing that I'm introducing is a new 500 series module, which is a Germanium preamplifier. It's a preamplifier that doesn't do anything except amplify at limits to the point where you can overload it substantially and it still sounds good. So if your intention is to get the sound as quickly as possible in the studio rather than trying to limit and compress after the fact, this is another way to get the sound you want directly at the microphone. There are a couple other people that are making Germanium-based preamplifiers. I think ours costs a little bit less and is a little bit quieter. Part of that has to do with the 500 series module being a really great way of reducing costs because you're sharing the power supply. And some of that has to do with the fact that our transformer and a lot of the front end is made in England and the pound is very, very low right now. Another odd thing that we've got is the Transwarmer, which is a transformer-based device, fits in a 500 series module again, that gives you it provides a subtle warming effect. If you actually look at what's going on, it provides a small amount of harmonic distortion at low orders, and the amount of harmonic distortion is very, very constant with level. So you don't have to overload it in order to get a subtle warmth. You don't have to clip it and get the transformer to saturation. You can just pan the levels up and it sounds warm. And this is the result of a trick transformer that we manufacture ourselves in Williamsburg, Virginia. The bobbin is wound out in the southwest US somewhere. The core material comes from Germany primarily. This is not stuff out of China. We've got gold-plated edge card connectors that really are hard gold, and they're not going to wear out like a lot of the competition. It's a thing that does what it says it does, and it actually ought to last you a lifetime. Speeding up here, we have an equalizer, the Model 506 Kludge Audio Equalizer, and this was initially designed for classical music recording. It's a very broad filter. It's a subtle filter until you start using it aggressively, and then you can do massive boost and cut. One of the cool things about this is we've got a high-frequency band that goes all the way up to about 30 kilohertz. So if you're living in the 96 kilosample world, it allows you to deal with controlling the high end in ways that most other equalizers aren't going to be able to do. It's not a surgical equalizer. If you want a surgical equalizer, there are a lot of people out there making parametrics. It's a broad tone-shaping equalizer that you can use for a lot of different sounds. There are very few signals that don't actually sound better in some way with a little bit of tweaking. And this is a good way to get a little bit of tweaking. All of these are available from your local audio dealer. If you don't want to go to your local dealer, go to another dealer, go to Reverb. We've got good distribution on these. And you can go to www.kludgeaudio.com/500. If you want any information, you can download manuals. You can listen to a couple samples. You can hear everything that you really need to hear. Thanks for watching. Bye.